Shalom, shalom. Um, I didn't come all polished or in a fancy backdrop or anything, but something came into my spirit this morning. And I know a lot of people are coming into the knowledge of who they are as Hebrews, as the descendants of Abraham. And then there are those who have been awakened to the realities that a lot of things that we learned in different belief systems, including Christianity, that we have been taught a very lawless belief system, of a system that was full of good works for a lot of people, but also a system where we were taught to disrespect the Creator, the Most High, and that's very shaky. It takes you through a lot of changes. It can put you in a whirlwind of thoughts and emotions, and then once you find these things out, you praying. Some people are fasting to know what to do next. What should you do next? What should you do? What should you do next? And who can you trust? And you find that as you do your research, as you look for people to fellowship with, and even some are you may follow some people that you find out about online on YouTube, and you'll find that there are so many different people, so many different doctrines, and it could be extremely confusing. And I am aware of a lot of hurt that a lot of people go through as you're seeking for the Most High. You just want to obey, you just want to be obedient. But it's so many different doctrines, so many different mentalities just about the scriptures. Isn't it crazy? It's so crazy. Something that should bring um, a sense of peace sometimes bring war. And the Messiah even said that he didn't come just to bring peace. He came with a sword. So like there's a level of discomfort that you will go through when you're seeking him. There is a great discomfort. And so this little video, the unpolished version of me, very unpolished, it's just to encourage you. You got to have a made up mind. And I say that because you're going to run across people who are mishandling the scriptures. You're going to run across people who mishandle people. You're going to run across people with the wrong intentions. You're going to run across people with good intentions but jacked up methods. I'm talking about people that will hurt your feelings and not care, and they say they're in the truth. And what you have to have is a made up mind. You have to start out with a made up mind that no matter what anybody does, that you are seeking the Most High. Hebrews 11:6 says, "For without faith it is impossible to please him. For whoever comes to the Most High must come to him, believing that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him." Diligently seek him. Diligently seek him. Diligently seek him. Not fellowship, not the best assembly, not the best leaders. He rewards those who diligently seek him. I made up in my mind years ago that certain things I can do without, but I can't do without the Most High. I laid all my beliefs on the line in search of truth. And I had to do that because I wanted him. And I already understood that people with very good intentions had led me astray for many years. And I allowed myself to be led astray sometimes for a long time, longer than necessary, because I was waiting on other people to obey him. Isn't that crazy? Sometimes you're waiting on the crowd to just give you the stamp of approval, like, yeah, you're not, yeah, this is what it says. And sometimes it don't come like that. He can reach your heart. He can help you understand things without a crowd. And he will be the one that will build your family for you. And so I will say this, my prayer is for those who have been hurt by a lot of assemblies, groups, teachers, associates who claim to be in the truth, whatever that is to them, because y'all know how this is. This is the generation of your truth, my truth. I don't care about that. I want to know what the truth is, the truth that exists outside of my perspective. You will be hurt by people that claim to have the truth, and it's no more than their truth. But you have got to persist. You have got to push past everybody's opinion and trust in the Most High. Trust in His word. I see this big trend where it's so many people, they become so smart that they become dumb. They've forgotten that Yah has chosen the small things, the weak things, to confound the wisdom of the wise. And that's not a knock at knowledge. That's not a knock against seeking knowledge. It's not a knock against getting an understanding, getting educated. I'm all for that. But when our earthly wisdom supersedes what the Most High tells us to do plainly, then we have lost our minds. That's really losing it. That's the real losing it. But I didn't plan to have a long video. This is very short. But I just got to encourage you to have a made-up mind. Have a made-up mind that no matter what anybody does or say, that your dedication is to the Most High only. And He'll show you who your circle is. He'll show you who your tribe is. He'll show you who your assembly is. Just like Yahushua said. And some of you call Yahusha. Some call him Yeshua. Some still may call him Jesus. Even though that ain't his name, but that's for another day. As he said, who is my mother? Who are my brothers? They are those that do the will of the Most High. So with that I say, be steadfast. He's faithful to complete what He began in you. Don't give up. If you have to cry, cry. But cry on His shoulders, on your knees. Beg Him, ask Him to help you forgive when you've been hurt. Beg and ask Him to help you to see when you are confused. Beg and ask Him to deliver you when you need deliverance, because He's able. I'm a witness. One day I'll tell you my story. But if you're just looking around at the people, you will give up. You will feel overwhelmed. Don't look at the people. Look at Him. Shalom.